Alright guys, so I'm just going to quickly give you a rundown of this website that we're going to be creating and everything that you're going to be able to do with it. So first up, this beautiful looking image here, this whole top part of your website, you're going to be able to put whatever image you like here. I'm going to show you how you can edit that. You're going to be able to go through and edit this to say whatever tagline you'd like, or maybe even just your name there. You're also going to be able to change this button to say whatever you'd like, link to whatever you'd like. At the moment it's linked to an about page about this John Smith. You can even have two buttons, one maybe for your about page, another to join a mailing list, as I'll be showing you a little bit further down, bit further on the website. Up here you're going to be able to change this and have written easily change this to whatever you'd like. And then the menu section up here, these are just some examples that I've given as to the sorts of things that you could have in your menu. Of course, you always need a contact one at the top, but maybe you're a freelancer, so you could have your a link to freelancing, which I'll show you in a moment. Maybe you're a consultant, or maybe you're a speaker and people click this. Or maybe like myself, you're a content creator or a YouTuber and people can click that to see your videos. But if you're a photographer or you're a filmmaker or graphic designer, you could have that as, link to your portfolio, where you could link to all your work that you've done. And by the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to easily make these menus yourself and link to whatever you want. So even like your podcast or your music, just anything really. Let's have a quick look at some of the examples I've given you guys. So for example, if you're like a freelancer, you could have them click that, and when they scroll down, you'll see here that I've put a nice image of the freelancer logo. But if you work through maybe Upwork or People Per Hour, you could have that image there, or multiple images. And I'm going to show you how you can easily create a button like this one here, that when people click that button, what happens is it takes them to your freelance page, so people can hire you as a freelancer. So that's really awesome, especially if you're using this site as like a portfolio, so people could actually see your work and then go through and click hire me. Okay, so then we go on to just say you're a consultant. You can do consulting for companies or businesses. I've just given a little example here. Obviously you'd write probably a lot more text than that, but it's just an example. Got a nice picture here, and then of course a contact form so that people can go through and contact you about coming in and doing some consulting with them. Then as you see here, you've got just on the side of each of these pages, I've got links to all the social media platforms that are out there, some of the biggest, most popular, and then just like links to some articles on this page, which I'll show you guys soon. Maybe you're a speaker, and as you can see again, I've got a nice picture of doing some speaking at a conference, and a little bit of text, and again a contact form so that people can send through a message to you, send through an email rather, and organize a time and date for you to come and do a talk at a company or an event or something like that. Or maybe like myself, you're a content creator or a YouTuber or anything like that, and you want to showcase your videos. So you could have this section here and you're showcasing your videos. So people just simply click those and they could start watching your videos right from within your website. And then a little about section, which you can call my story or just about me even. And yeah, again, I've got a nice picture up here of this man, and then little text about yourself, and then of course the all important social media links. You can even have a small little testimonials section here from comments that people have made about you and what you've done for them. And then again, of course, it's always important to have, again, a contact form for people to fill out. Okay, so moving on down through our website. Next we have the skills, services section, whatever you'd like to use it as, because honestly you can use this area for just about anything, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can completely customize this out. We're going to be able to change these little icons here to anything that you like. There's actually hundreds of icons to choose from. Honestly, I haven't found an icon for something. I haven't not found an icon for something. They've got Spotify, they've got YouTube, as you can see. They've got, even if maybe you're a Twitch streamer, they've got everything. So I'm going to show you guys how you can completely customize this out. You're going to be able to change the color here to whatever you'd like. So if you'd prefer that to be red because you're a YouTuber, you can change the title here, and you can have these, yeah, whatever you like. So at the moment I've got content creator, entrepreneur, speaker, and you can have, just say you're a speaker. Someone could click that and it would go to your speaking page where they could book in. Or as you'll see here, I've got content creator, so you can actually make that clickable. So if someone clicks that, it opens a new tab and it would take them to your YouTube channel. So yeah, you're going to be able to completely customize this out to have whatever you like. You can even add images here, and by the end, once I show you guys how easy it is to use, you'll be creating something totally unique for yourself. And then scrolling down, we have this incredibly clean looking small about section where I'm going to show you guys how you can put in a big nice photo of yourself on the right here. You're going to be able to completely edit this, whatever you'd like, and then when people click find out more, it's going to go to that longer about that people can find out more about yourself. So you can go into more detail there, but this is one that's just good for a little brief overview of yourself. And then going down, the all important portfolio. So I've just given a nice broad idea of what you could do with this portfolio. So for instance, I've got a few here that are like startups that this man or companies or businesses that this man has created, and people could click those. And so just for example, we click that, and what it would do, we'd go in and Grow Inc. And you could have all your information here about your company or business called Grow Inc. So going back, yeah, really you can do anything you'd like here. So maybe you're a creative person, you're a graphic designer or anything like that. You could use it to showcase your work, or maybe you're a photographer and you can use it again to showcase your photography portfolio. And you can change these to whatever you'd like. I've just got projects, so these are little projects or companies this person started. Videos, they click these and they go to actual links to your videos. Or design, yeah, again, so you can have those as really whatever you'd like. Okay, let's keep scrolling down, and now this is a part that I'm really excited about sharing with you guys. So you'll notice on a lot of the bigger personal brands, they have a section that showcases where they've been featured on or their sponsors. So whether or not you have sponsors or places you've been featured on, I thought I'd still include it in this tutorial because I think maybe further down the track when you might start to get those things, or maybe you are a pretty big name and you do have some big places that you've been featured on, or some sponsors that you'd like to show your audience. So I'm going to show you how you can easily put whatever your sponsors or places you've been featured on, like here. So going down, another big thing that a lot of big personal brands out there have is they have a blog section where they can go into a little bit more personal detail and about themselves. So for example, I've got a little bit here about this guy saying why my videos go viral, never give up, and a little background story about himself. And then scrolling down, again, a lot of the bigger websites, they have an actual video, at least something like this, a nice moving video. It really engages, and just like you can see, it makes it look just incredible, I think. I'm going to show you guys how you can add whatever video you'd like in the background. I'm going to show you a website that actually gives away a lot of these, so much free footage that's completely copyright free. So that's where I actually got this video in the background. I'll show you can do that. And then here, if people click, you could have a text, whatever you want written here, and then if people click this, what happens is it takes them to a newsletter sign up list, so that you can start actually gathering an email list, which is extremely important when building anything online. You want to start building a email list, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can easily do that. And then going down, you're going to have a nice little, you can have a testimonial section here where maybe your clients or people from your audience, your fans, really anything you could have here as just some comments that people have made. And now again, these are all optional things, but I'm going to show you guys how to do all of them. And then scrolling down, just say you're a YouTuber and you want to showcase your best video. You can showcase it on your website, nice and big like this, and then when people click it, they can start watching your video, which is again a great way to gather even more views for your video. Of course, you don't have to have this either. I'm just again showing you the potential of what you can do. Okay, and then scrolling down, we get to the bottom of our site, and here you can have a nice little about section. Again, a way for people to connect to all your social medias. And then of course the all important, again, contact form. And I've made sure that I've got you guys a really nice, clean looking contact form. Alrighty guys, so there's the website that we're going to be creating today. I hope you guys are excited as I am about sharing this with you guys and helping you to make it. Okay then, so if you're ready, let's get on to creating this website. Okay, so the first and most important thing is we need to go through and get our domain name and hosting, because without either of these things, well, you can't really have a website. So the company we're going to go through for this is called HostGator. Now, there are a lot of other companies you can go through for setting up your website, but HostGator I've found is honestly the best in terms of pricing and service. So what we're going to go through and do is we're going to go to web hosting, and we're just going to select this first one here. So we just hit buy now. Okay, so here's where you enter your domain name. So for instance, we're making a personal brand website or a portfolio website. So obviously you would go with your full name. So for myself, I'd go with isaacblenko.com. But I've actually already purchased that domain name, so I know it's going to be taken. But that's what you do. You'd put in your domain name that you're going to go with, and then simply hit enter. So for the sake of today, we're going to go with that, and we're just going to hit enter. So there we go, you put in your domain name, And don't need to worry about ticking any of these other boxes, just leave them unticked. Okay, scrolling down. Now, you see that it automatically enables domain privacy protection. It's up to you whether you want it. It's not a necessary thing, but if you feel like you'd like it for your website, you can always get it at a later date. But yeah, leave it on if you'd like to, but I'm going to hit uncheck. Okay, so we've got that. And then scrolling down. Okay, so now we just go on to choosing our hosting plan. Now, as you can see, the more more months you commit to in one payment, the more savings you get. But obviously, it's going to be a higher upfront initial cost. So, what I'm going to show you guys to do is how to get your hosting for just 1 cent for the first month. So, you're just going to hit 1 month, and then you're going to go and you can just make up a username. So let's just make up Isaac777, okay? And then we're going to put in a security pin and scroll down. Now you just want to fill out all your details. Okay, so once all the details are in, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and you're going to see that these are already ticked. Now, they're really not needed, and the thing is, you can always come back and select them at any time if you feel like you need them. But the thing is, you probably won't. So you're just going to untick these two here, and then we're going to keep scrolling down, and as you'll see, the total comes to $26.30. But I've got for you guys a coupon code to get it. It's going to get you your first month of hosting for just 1 cent. What you need to do, so all you need to do is just type in Isaac 1 cent, and what this code will do is when you hit validate, as you see, it brings the price down to $14.26. So yeah, as you can see, very cheap. Now, I hope you choose to use this code because I've given you, one of the cheapest deals that's available, and it also helps me by giving me a credit back for creating this free tutorial for you guys. So yeah, now you have one other option, is that perhaps you would rather purchase, you're someone that likes to pay things just up front. What you can do is perhaps just say you want to pay your full 12 months up front. And if we scroll down now, what you'll see is it comes to $121. But if you use another coupon that I have for you guys, it'll give you a massive discount again. This one will be 60% off the overall price. So if you just hit validate, and it goes from $121 down to $76, which is really an incredible saving. And not just that, if you notice, it also gets your domain name down to just $5. So that's another option for you guys. If you're someone that prefers to pay things up front, that's another option. But we're just going to go with the 1 cent for now because it's the least amount of money up front. Okay, so once you've entered in all your details, make sure it's all good. And then what we're going to do is we just simply make sure we tick that, and then it'll make our checkout now appear, and we simply just hit checkout now. Okay, awesome. So there we go. There is our hosting and our domain name purchase. You just have a little waiting screen just while you wait for your HostGator account to be started up. Okay, it's taking a little bit longer than I expected, so you can just click here if not automatically directed. So you just click that. There we go. So we'll be brought to here. So this is the HostGator dashboard. So you're going to get a big welcome, thumbs up from the old HostGator crocodile. Welcome to the HostGator family. So awesome job, guys. You've done the first part, which is purchasing our domain name and hosting. So now we're going to move on to installing WordPress. Okay, so well done on purchasing your domain name and hosting. So some of you are probably thinking, well, what even is this area? Well, don't worry, you're not really, once we've got our website up and running, you're hardly ever going to have to log into this area, into your HostGator account. But basically, it's a place you can go to do with your billing, and you can come here and you can look at your bills. As you can see, it shows that I've just purchased that there, and yeah, but you're not really, like I said, you're not going to need to come here very often, only if you have perhaps billing issues or maybe some account issues. So what we're going to go into now is installing WordPress. So we just simply go to this page here called hosting. Now you're looking at all this as a newbie. I remember when I first looked at this, I just almost felt overwhelmed, but don't worry, I'm here to take you through it. And really most of this here, if not all of it, you don't really need to worry about. So for installing WordPress, all we do is we scroll down and we go to this one here called Launch Quick Install, and this is going to allow us to install WordPress onto our websites. So we're just going to click our Quick Install. Now what happens is you'll be brought to this here, and what you're going to select is you're going to hit this one, WordPress, because remember, we're building our site with WordPress, because at the moment our site's just simply a domain name. There's absolutely nothing there. So what we want to do is hit WordPress, and you're going to select your domain. So you select personalbrandingwebsite.com. So you select your domain there, and making sure that we don't type in anything in this one here, because if you did that, it would actually install WordPress to your domain name / whatever you had here. Even if you accidentally put a little dot, well, it's going to install it to there and not to your actual website, and that's not going to be fun to fix. So make sure that you don't put anything in there. Okay, so we're going to go just simply hit next. Now what we have here is our blog title, admin, first name, last name, da 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 da. So for this you can just simply put in anything for now, so because you can change it at any time. And then you can just, we're going to go through and we'll just make up the same. Let's just go the same one I used previously. Yep, let's just pre-fill that, makes it easier. And then the email is, yeah, just put in your email. Okay, and then we just tick terms of service agreement, and then you hit install. Awesome. So you're going to be brought to here, and HostGator is installing WordPress for us. So we're just going to wait around for a little bit while they do their magic. Okay, there we go. So once that's done, you're going to be brought to this section here. So what I'd recommend once you've installed WordPress is to go to your emails and just check to make sure you got your email from them. So as you see, you'll have your welcome email here. Okay, so there's our website there, and we can we'll click that in a moment and I'll show you guys. And this one is for logging in. So that's how you're gonna have to remember we put this /WP admin in on the end of our website, and that's what allows us to actually log in to the back end of our website. But I'll show you guys that in a moment. And then you're gonna have your username here, which you could have your full name or whatever you made it, and then just a crazy ass password. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how you can make your own and you don't have to remember this crazy password. But for now, go with that. So if we click this, you'll see it's going to take us to our website. So as you can see, yeah, we don't have anything installed yet, so it's just simply it's just a page that's supplied by HostGator. So like I said, what we want to do, and we're going to practice it now, so I want you guys, instead of clicking that link, you're going to hit / and you want to write WP admin. Now if we hit that, what it's going to do is like I said, it's going to bring us to the back end of WordPress, which is where we can log in. Okay, so we come here and we remember our username, what for me was Isaac777, and then your crazy password. So that's when you're going to want to go back to your email, copy that crazy password, and then just paste it in there. Okay, so then we're going to hit login. So remember, when we hit this button, we're going to be logging in to the back end of our website. Awesome, rightio. So welcome to WordPress. So I'll just give you a quick little overview of WordPress, and you'll find that once you've used it for a little while, you realize how intuitive and really easy it is to use. So we're going to go through it in the tutorial, but just a quick overview is basically we've got all our navigation panels here, which I'll show you guys later on how to use and what they're used for. And this is just our dashboard section here. So what I'd recommend is you go through and you dismiss most of these because there's too many and you really don't need a lot of them. Yeah, just close up a few of them. Just makes it a bit neater and easier to look at, I think anyway. So, alright, so before we go on to actually getting started on building this website, let's just go over how to change that crazy password, because I know you guys really don't want to have to remember that every time you log in. So it's a really simple process. Simply just go to this section here called users and then go down to your profile. And then if we scroll down right to the bottom, you have this area that's called, it says generate password. So you can hit generate password, and look at that, they've given us an even crazier one. But what it gives you also the ability to do is to type in your own password here. So I'm going to put in my own, and if you make sure you've put it in right, and then you can just simply hit update profile. Awesome. So there's our password updated. Okay, so if we just click this one here, that's our dashboard, so that takes us back to that main area that you saw before. Awesome. Okay, so that's WordPress installed. Now, one other thing you can do is, if you have a look, you can your site now looks a little bit better than it did before. So if you hit visit site, what you'll see is it's installed just typical theme that they give to everyone when you start up your site. So there you go. There's there's your site. You probably look at that and you think, wow, this really doesn't look like much. Well, don't worry. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to get on to creating that incredible looking personal brand website or portfolio website that I've shown you guys we're making. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to need to do is actually go through and install this free theme that we're going to be using as a base for building our website. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to here and we're going to go to dashboard, and then we're going to go to a section called appearance themes. Now this is where we go through to install themes for WordPress. Now there's literally thousands of themes available out there, and yeah, you can do if you know what you're doing, you can do a lot with a free theme, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So what we want to do is we're just going to simply hit add new, and you'll be brought to a section here which is almost like the marketplace for free themes. But there's even more available simply on Google. They're not all on here on the WordPress marketplace, theme marketplace. So what I want you guys to do for me is we're going to simply just go to Google, and we're going to type in West theme. Okay, because this is a theme that we're going to be installing. So first one at the top here, West by A Themes, and so there's the theme there, and we're just going to hit download. Now you'll be prompted with a little thing here. Just simply say no thanks, I just want to download this file. So unless you want to start receiving emails from these people, most likely you don't. Okay, so now going back to our add themes section, we're going to hit this button up here called upload themes. So we simply just hit upload theme, and you grab this wherever your download has gone to, and it's going to be a zip file. You grab it, and again what we do is we drag it onto here and hit choose file. Now we simply just hit install, and it'll start installing onto our website. And then what you want to do is hit the button activate. Okay, so now look, it brings us back to this area here, and as you can see, now it's showing that West is actually active and installed. Now, very important point, you see here that it says update to the newest version, update now. Please do not update now. Don't worry about needing to do that. A lot of the time, sometimes when these updates to themes come out, they can end up stuffing things up, and to be honest, yeah, I tried updating it originally, and yeah, it ended up making a few things not work correctly. So you're best off, don't worry about updating it. The one that you've downloaded is the best one and the one for building this theme. So just leave that. You don't need, just remember, you don't need to update it, and it won't automatically do it, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so let's just have a look at this new theme that we've installed. So if we go to here and visit site. Okay, awesome. So we come here, and as you can see, it already looks a little bit better than that free theme that came from WordPress. But if we scroll down, you see it doesn't really look anything like the website that I've shown you guys we're going to be creating. Where's all those incredible, nice looking sections? And there's just so much missing. Well, I'm going to show you guys how we fix that by going through and installing the demo content for this theme. So what we want to do is we're going to go back to our dashboard here, And the first thing I want us to do is, you're going to see here that it says this theme recommends the following plugin. So the Live Composer Page Builder. Like I said, that's what we're going to be using to this drag and drop feature that's going to allow us to just easily go through and completely customize this theme into how we want it. So you're going to definitely want that. So the first thing you want to do is click that, and we just simply hit install now. Okay, so now we go to our plugins section, installed plugins. And if we scroll down, you'll see Page Builder, Live Composer, and what we want to do is hit activate. Okay, so that's our Page Builder, Live Composer now all installed, and you'll see it's given us all these different options here. Don't worry about them for now, I will be going into those, but yeah. So that's our Live Composer installed. So the next thing that I want you guys to do is we're actually going to install this, this demo content. So what I want you to do is you're going to go to Tools, and you're going to hit for me Import. Now you want to go down to this area here called WordPress and hit install now. Okay, so this is going to allow us to run a special importer program that will allow us to import the demo content for the site. So if we hit run importer, so what we want to do to get our demo content file, we're going to go back to our area here of our theme, and we're going to hit documentation, and we're going to hit quick start guide, and you'll see here it's got to download the demo content from here. So if we just click that, what it's going to do is now give us the demo content file. So we go back to our importer here and simply drag it and place it there. Okay, and then we just click upload file and import, and we'll be brought to this section here. So what you want to do is make sure that you select your username here, because that's where it's going to install these here. Otherwise, you'd be stuck with saying that that was the author, this VLAD, which is creator of this theme. And then you want to just make sure that you tick download and import file attachments, and then simply just hit submit. And then we're just gonna wait a little while, because yes, it has to download, because it does actually have to download all of the actual the files and pictures and everything from the database. So depending on your internet speed will be how long this part here will take. Okay, and once that's done, you're going to be brought back to here, and don't worry, it will say failed to import these ones here. Don't worry about those. Everything else will have now been installed. So we're just going to hit this have fun, and we go back. That's going to help. Okay, so now we just got one last little thing that we need to do to get this this site ready to start building and putting together. And I promise that this part that we're doing right now is probably it's the hardest part of all, and then when we actually get onto building our website, you'll see just how easy it is. So what we want to do is go to pages, all pages. Now what you want to do is, we don't need all these bloody pages, all these homes. I don't think we need 7 homes. So you're just going to tick all those for me, and you're going to hit move to trash, apply. Okay, and these two, don't worry about those, just get rid of those as well, and we're going to hit move to trash, apply. Okay, following along, good. Now, we've got this one here called My Front Page. What I want you to do is we're going to hit Edit, and we're going to change this to Home. Okay, change that to Home, and we're just going to simply make sure that this here is selected to be Composer, and we're going to hit Update. Alrighty, so the last little thing, and then we're going to get on to the exciting part, which is actually building our website. So now, if we go down to settings, we go to an area called reading. We click that, and what we want to do is we're going to change this area here and change it to a static page, and you want to change it to home, that one we just created before. And I want you to just hit save changes. Okay, so well done guys. Pat yourself on the back, because we've just done probably the hardest part of getting this website together. Now we're going to be moving on to the actual good part of putting our website together. So now let's go back to our site and see what's now been done. So if we go back to our site, we hit visit site, have a look here, and if we scroll down now, there we go. It's starting to look like a much better website. We've got this big nice section up here, which we're going to go through and edit. We've got our small about section that I'm going to show you guys how to, we're going to go through and totally edit out. We've got the portfolio section now, we've got the team, we've got this area which was the sponsors, we've got the blog section, and this part here where I'm going to show you guys how to put a little video in. So the website is really starting to come together. So now that we've got all the demo and ready to go, let's get on to building our website. Okay guys, so well done for making it this far, because now we get on to the best part, which is actually fully customizing out this site. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to start from this area here. We're going to start customizing everything out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a section here called Customize. Now we won't actually be using this area too much for building this website. We're actually going to be using this live composer most of the time. But for a few things like this big area here, all this needs to be changed through the built-in WordPress customization tab. So we're going to go to Customize, and it's going to take us to where we can start customizing out parts of our website. Okay, so this here is our header area. So we're going to hit header area, and this is when you're going to start to see just how easy it really is to start customizing out the site. So we're going to go to site branding. Now that's where we change this section here to what we'd like it to be. So what you simply just type in there is you're going to put your name in. I'm going to put in John Smith in uppercase, and then you can put in your tagline. So I'm going to put that in. He's a content creator, entrepreneur, speaker, but you guys can put in whatever you like, maybe YouTuber, freelancer, speaker. Okay, so that's that done. You even have the option, if you have for yourself a logo of your name or your personal brand, you can upload an actual logo too, which is really will look really nice. But I think it looks just as good just simply as the name and our little tagline below. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to go to header text here. Now this is where it says time to go west. So what you're going to do now is change it to whatever text you'd like. So a lot of people have some kind of tagline or something that just makes it look more exciting. So it's completely up to you. You could have your name yet again there, but it's up to you. What I'm going to go with is make an impact. Awesome, but you can have whatever phrase you want to have there. Okay, so the next thing we've got here, you'll see we've got these two nice little buttons here, and what you can do is set them up so that they actually link to certain areas of your website, or even an external link to somewhere else. So really, again, the sky is the limit here. You could have whatever you really would like here, linking to whatever you'd like. The options are endless, but I'm going to show you guys how you edit them out so that you can go through and do whatever you'd like with them. So I personally think you don't really need two, so I'm going to get rid of the second one. Just simply remove that there, and we're going to type in about. And because I like this, would like this to go to go to an about section, and then later on I'll show you how to do this, but because we haven't actually created it yet, but you'd simply put in the we would simply put in the link to the page, and it'll take, when people click it, it'll take them to the about section. But we'll just leave that for now. It just needs something written in there, remember, for it to actually for the button to appear. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go through and do is change this picture here. So another easy process. So we're going to go to header image, and you'll see this is where we just simply add an image. So you can go with, hopefully you might have an image already in mind, a nice big image that you'd like to display here of your preferably maybe like a picture of a big HD high def picture of yourself, or anything else that's going to be relevant to your site. So I'm going to show you guys what to do. So we're going to go to add new image, and this is where we go and upload images to our website. Now you see there's a lot of already ones here, but these just come with the demo content we installed. So you're going to go to upload files. Now I'm going to show you guys a nice little site that you can actually get, which is where I got all the photos that I used for this tutorial. A nice little site you can go to actually download completely copyright free images that you can use on your website, and yeah, they're not copyrighted, and you can use them wherever you like. So we're going to go to a site called pexels.com. Okay, so basically this is just a big database of completely free images, and I'm going to go with the one that I showed you guys we had. So we type in man, and if you scroll down for a bit, it is here. There it is there. There's that big image that I showed you. So the bigger the better, for this part here at least. And I'm just going to download this one. But remembering that you guys can put whatever image you have here. I'm just giving you an option. I'm just showing you guys another option that you have. So we're going to go back to here, and again, awesome, we can just drag and drop, and that's going to install for us. And what we're going to do is going to hit select and crop, and I'd like it to be most of the image, so but it's up to you how big you want to have it. So I'm going to have it like that. I'm just simply going to hit crop image and wait for it to install, and there we go. Look at that. That looks a very nice picture, that one, of our old mate John Smith. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a nice little image that you'd want to put there as well. Or you can search this database and I'm sure you'll find something that helps to represent your brand and website. Okay, so next thing we're going to go on to is we don't really need this home section here like that. We're going to go through and we're going to change this menu. So what I want us to go do is go back to a section, and we're going to go to menus. Now menus are a little area up here which people can navigate, which you see on all websites. So we simply just go to menus, and you should have an area here that says menu 1. Okay, so don't worry about all that. That's just because we removed those pages. So simply just go through and hit remove, and remove each of these because they're no longer needed. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through and make up a menu section. So it's very easy, you'll see. We just simply hit add items. So what we want to do is add in a page. So we're going to have a contact page. That's important. So we need a contact. So we just simply type in contact, add. Okay, so we've got that there. Another one I want us to add is, remember I'm just showing you guys what the potential is. You can make up these pages to be whatever you'd like, but for now I'm just showing you guys. So freelancing was another one I had there. We're going to add that in. Okay, so then we go back to here, and you'll notice, well, what's happened? It hasn't added all these menus we just added in. Well, easy fix. All you do is we just simply tick primary menu, and look at that. It's really starting to come together now. And remembering, you don't have to have this many menus as many as I've had. I'm just trying to give you guys a good example. What we simply do is we need to always make sure that we hit this one. We're going to hit publish. So that's going to actually make all these changes live. So we're going to hit publish. There we go. Look at that. That is really starting to come together now. But I'm guessing some of you are probably thinking, well, okay, but I don't really like the order of these. I like the menu, but I want to change the order of them. I don't really want. Shouldn't really have contact first. That should usually be the last one, and about should always be first. So I'm going to show you guys how to easily move those around. So if you go back to our dashboard and we go to appearance, menus. So this is our menus section here. And now we can easily just move these around to wherever we like. So I want to have about up the top. So my story, I want to have the contact page at the end. And yeah, I'm happy with the rest of that order. But you could easily, look, you can swap them around wherever you want. And then we just simply hit save menu. Now if we go back to our site, you'll see that, look at that. We've got our new, looks much better. We've got our about first, we've got videos, speaking, consulting, freelancing, and we've got contact right at the end, which it should always be. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and show you guys how we actually edit these pages now, these menus. So, starting with our contact page, probably the most important page of them all. So we're going to go to here. So if we click contact, and now you'll notice, well, it doesn't have anything. There's no contact section, no contact page. So what we need to do in order to get ourselves a contact form, we need to install a contact form plugin, which is very easy to do. So we're going to go back to our dashboard, and we're going to go back to our plugins section. Okay, so we're going to hit add new, and what I want you to do is I'm going to get you to type in pirate It should come up just from the word pirate, I think. Yeah, contact form plugin by theme aisle, and we're going to download that one. So we just simply hit install now. Now, just a little brief overview, because I realized a lot of you guys have probably no idea what plugins are. There's literally, they can be made by anyone, and there's so many out there. They just basically improve the functionality of WordPress, your WordPress website, and allow you to do so many different things for your site, which is really why I think WordPress is one of the best ways of building a website. So what we do is we're going to go and just simply hit activate once that's done. And what that's going to do is it's going to create for us install this new plugin. Alright, so if you scroll down, you'll now see that you've got this section here called Pirate Forms. What I want you to do is click on it, and nice and easily we're just going to copy this. If we just go Control C and go back to visit site, and we're going to go to our contact. Awesome. So now what you're going to want to do is you're just going to hit edit, and what it's going to do is bring you to our page here. And what we're going to do is you just simply go, make sure you select text. Okay, so what you want to do is just simply go to text, and you want to paste in that code that you had before, and you're just going to simply hit update. Okay, once that's done, what you want to do is hit preview changes, and it's going to take you back to our site here. Once it loads, you'll now see that we've got a nice little contact section here. Now, if you want to have some text above it, you can just simply have, just say you wanted to have get in touch with me. You hit update, easy as that. And when we go back now, have a look at it. We've got it there. Now, just say you probably think, oh, well, it doesn't look big enough. You can easily go through and change the size. If we just want to put it on maybe 4, as that, it's going to be, and then just hit update. Preview changes, and there you go. It looks a lot better now, and people can just simply, they'll fill out their details here, and what's going to happen is that when they do that, you're going to receive an email. So we do just have to, to set that up so that it actually does go through to your correct email. It's a very easy process, and once it's done, it's set up forever. So if we go back to our plugin, the Pirate Forms here, we go to settings, and we're going to go to options, And so this is a contact notification email address. Now by default, it's got this made up WordPress one. What you want to do is put in your email there. So look, it's already loaded mine in, and it probably should do that for you too. So you're just going to add that there. So that is your primary email. That's what you're going to receive an email, an inbox to. So make sure that you've got the correct email in both these here. And then, so this is here where you can just write in. So maybe every time someone sends you, when someone sends you some, fills out the form, this is the little message they receive. So it's good to have this. So you could just simply type in, thanks for getting in touch. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so you can have whatever you'd like, whatever little message you'd like to have in there. And then you can actually have it go to a certain page if you'd like, but that's not needed. Okay, so easy as that. We just simply hit save changes. Awesome. Okay, so that's done. That's our pirate forms all set up now. Our contact. So if we go back, awesome. So that's our contact page all done. Now I'm going to go through and give you some ideas again of what you could do, the potential that you could do for these menus. Remembering that you can simply go through and make these whatever you like. Hopefully by what I've given you, what I give you will start to give you an idea of what you can do. So just say you're a freelancer and you want to show off you want to allow people to hire you as a freelancer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and start using our live composer. So we're going to hit edit in live composer. Alright, so this is our live composer. So very easy drag and drop, and I know the first time you see it, even for myself, it was the same. It does look a little bit confusing, but I promise you it's extremely intuitive, and once you know what you're doing with it, and you will by the end of this video, you're going to be able to go through and easily make this website as unique as you like, and you start coming up with all different ideas when you see how easy it is to use. Okay, so as you saw in when I showed you at the beginning, I had a nice little picture, a nice image of Freelancer, which is a website for freelancing. So I'm going to show you guys how you can easily add an image like that. So if we go to here, we just simply drag and drop an image because we want to add an image in. Now it's going to say no image has been set yet. We need to set one. So just simply hit this button here. Awesome. And you're going to be brought to all of this here. So if we just simply hit upload image, very easy, and we're going to go back to here, and you're going to select your files. So I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to install the picture which I already had ready of Freelancer. So we just simply double click on that, let it install, and we're just going to simply hit confirm. So I just found this just straight off Google. I just typed in Freelancer logo transparent, and I easily found this logo. Easy as that. And then next, what I want us to do, you just simply hit, once you've done that, you hit confirm. Now let's just say we want to add a little bit of text below it. So we bring it below it and we hit open in WP editor. And just, you can write whatever you like here. So, and we're going to make sure that we have it on black, and I'm going to say we want it nice and big. So let's go with heading 2, and you're just going to hit confirm. Now we're going to go through and actually add a nice little button that people can click, and when they click it, it's going to hire you, it's going to lead them to a section where they can hire you as a freelancer. So just easily, we just drag this and it's a button, and perfect. Now we just double click on this button and you can write whatever you want here. So I'm going to have hire me. Easy as that. Okay. And then we're going to click on our button and we're going to go to styling, and this is how we can change the color to literally whatever we like. So this is the color here, and as you see, you can make it whatever you'd like. So I'd like to go with a nice blue color like that and hit apply. Okay, and you can change the color that when you hover over it, it's a different color. So I think it looks fine. It doesn't really need a hover. Maybe a little bit, we could have it as just a little bit brighter when you hover over it. Awesome. So that's how you do that. Okay, and then if we want to change the actual size of this button, we simply just go to topography, and look, you can change so much about it. So we can change the size of the text. We can make the text bigger, so like that, hire me. Now I actually think that button looks fine, that size, but you can go through if you'd like. You can make the button really as big as you like, and that's where we just simply go like this. We can change it to whatever size we like, but I liked it before the size there. So there we go. That's all that done. Now just so we have a link. So this URL here, we put in a URL to our freelancing. So just say you've got freelancer. So just say you want to put in that there. We just simply hit that there, put it in, and hit confirm. Okay, so now that all that's done, as you can see, very easy to use. Maybe your first few little goes you're having at it right now might seem a little bit confusing, but I promise you by the end, you're going to see just how easy it is. So you just make sure, as always, that you hit publish changes. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so that's all done. So we can just simply now put that down, and there is our section done. So if people click that button, we'll have to close out of this just to show you guys. So now if people actually click that button, as you see, it takes us to the link that we provided with of freelancer. Remembering that you could have it linked to anything you like. I'm just giving you guys some examples. One more example, because I think once you've got the hang of it, I don't really need to go through and show you, because the consulting and speaking is very similar. So just say you want to do some, maybe you're a consultant, or you consult for companies, businesses, whatever like that. Let's just have a little look at how we can again easily make a page. So we go back here, go to consulting, and we're going to hit edit in live composer. So same process again. So we want to have a nice image here. So I found a lot of these images that I'm showing you now just simply through our site Pexels. and I just typed in business or consulting and I found the images. So easy as that. We just hit, again, we hit upload image, upload files, select, and I've already got mine ready, but so we're going to go through with this consulting and hit open. Okay, so we're just going to hit confirm, and remember that just puts in that nice big image there for us. Okay, so now I want to have some text again. So I want to drag the text below it, and I'm going to have my text in here. Put that in, and I want it nice. I'm going to have heading 2 again. I like that, and make sure that it's on black, and we'll have it in bold too if we want, so we want it to stand out. See what that looks like. Actually, I don't really like it in bold. I think it looks neat. I like that. Now obviously you would have a lot more written here. If you're a consultant, you'd want to have a nice, probably a big page about what you offer as a consultant, but I'm just giving you guys a brief little overview for this part. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how we can actually add in a little, just an easy contact form below here, so that people can go through and contact you and organize some consulting. So we want to hit publish changes first, just so all these changes we've just made still remain. And we're going to hit close, so we're going to close out of our builder. And what I want you to do is you're going to go back to our dashboard, and we're simply going to go to our pirate forms here and click that, and we're going to copy this here. So if we go Control C and go back to our site, and go to consulting, we'll go back there and hit edit in Live Composer. So bring back up this awesome little composer, and once it loads, we're going to go and we're going to drag in this button, this here called short code. So we put that there, and we click on the module, and it's going to say a little section here that says short code. So all we do is press Control V and put in that short code that we had, and we simply click away, and it's going to tell you to save and refresh the page, so in order to see it. So you just simply hit confirm, and of course never forget publish changes, and we're going to close off, and that's going to refresh the page for us. And as you'll see in a moment, it's going to have when we go down, look at that, perfect. We've got our contact form, but you're probably guessing it doesn't look very neat, I don't think, to have this, to have just straight away into a contact form. So what I'm going to do is you're going to put in a separator. So you want to put that in between, and what this does is makes an invisible transparent separator. And we're going to hit text again, and we're going to put a text in here, and I'm just going to simply, we go to open in WP editor, and we're just going to call this, we're going to say, we'll just call it contact, but you guys could write whatever you want. And I'm going to make that bold, and I'm going to make it maybe a heading 4 and see what that looks like. And look at that, looks much better now, I think, anyway. And if we hit confirm, remember, always publish your changes and close off. Okay, so hopefully that's given you guys an idea of just how much you can do. And as you can see, it's got that nice little space between there, and hopefully it's given you guys some ideas of what you could do. Now we're going to go on to this videos section. So just say you're a YouTuber or a content creator, someone who wants to show off some of their videos. So I'll show you. That's a very easy process. So we simply just go to here, and we're going to go to our video section now. So we're going to hit edit in Live Composer. Now what we're going to do is, I'd like to have a little text here that says something like the videos that have reached millions ... and we're going to make that a nice big heading like that. See what that looks like. Actually, I'd prefer it probably to not be bold. And alright, and now I'm going to show you guys how we can easily add in some of our YouTube videos that we'd like to showcase. Alright, so if what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this one called HTML. So we just simply drag and drop that below our text here, and we're gonna hit the placeholder. And now I'm gonna show you how easily this is. So we're gonna go to YouTube. What you do is you simply go to your video of yours that you'd like to showcase, and you go to share. You hit share, and you hit embed, and that's going to give you the embed code. Now I like to display it without the title or player action, so we just simply get rid of that, and we copy this, easy as that, and we go back to here, put in our little code that we've just been given, and if we click off, as easy as that, we've just implemented our video. Okay, so we've just imported our video. So again, I would think it'd be nice to have a bit of a separator there, and you could, if you'd like, you could have the name of your video below it, even a story about your video. So you could have something written in here about your video. You could have follow your dreams. So you could have that in there, and we just simply hit confirm, and look at that. So we've got a nice little text above the video, and you can just go through and do the same thing for each video you'd like to add. So let's just give one more example of adding another video. So you'd hit confirm, and you're going to add a separator in before you put in the next video, and we want to add another video below it. So let's go to another one of Peter McKinnon's videos. So just say we want to put in this, you decide your own future. And again, all we do is simply just go to share, and we hit embed, and it's actually remembered the same settings we had from last time, which is really good. And we just simply select that, copy it out, and go back, and we're going to put in another HTML in here. So chuck that in, click it, and we put in our code there. Click away, and there we go. There's our second video in, and you can do this for as many videos as you like that you want to show. And remember, easily put our text in. We just hit confirm, and publish changes. Awesome, great. So hopefully that's for those of you out there who might be YouTubers or some content creators. That's how you do it. And the same thing can be done with Facebook videos as well, or videos on Vimeo. Just really anything. All you need to get is I've shown you guys how to do it for YouTube videos, but all you need to do is you would go to the Facebook video you'd like to share, and there's a little section there with an embed code. Okay, so I'm going to close that off. Okay, great. So there's our videos section. Now, one last little part is our about that I'm going to show you how to make. So remember, you can have this called whatever you like, but I've called it my story. So we're going to go back using the same principles that hopefully by now you guys are starting to get the hang of a little bit more. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to edit in Live Composer, and I'm going to show you this a little bit more quickly now because you guys are probably starting to get the hang of it. What we're going to do is we're going to put an image in. So I'd like to have a nice big image up here. So remember, we just go upload files, and I'd like to have this picture here of our old mate John Smith, and once that loads, we're just going to put that in. So got a nice big picture here. Okay, so we're just going to put in some text about this John Smith. So you put in whatever you'd like here. I've already written up a little thing I'd like to have. So if we just put that in, that's our text there. Yeah, and then below it, we want to have, I think it'd be good to have our separator in there again. And let's just say you want to add in some social media for people to keep it, because it's very important to build a social media following. So just say you want to add in your social media, you just simply drag and drop that there, and it's going to come up with these here, and we just simply can go to back to it here. Now if we hit this little settings button, we can actually go through and again change the color. So I liked it in the nice blue like that, but you can change it to whatever you like, remember. But I like the blue color, I think it's nice. And then we just hit apply. Okay, and then in order to actually add in our so when people click them, they actually go to our social media profile. So you can add as many as you like. So if I put a little anything in there, it's going to appear. It just needs something to be written there. So whatever social media you might have, you've got all these to select from. So a heap. And all you do is just simply go through and you'd copy and paste in the link into here, and then it's just simply, we just hit confirm, and what it'll do is when people click it, it'll take them to your Twitter account, your Facebook profile, your YouTube, your Vimeo, whatever you'd like to have. So it's nice and easy like that. Okay, so and then we're just going to add, I think it's good to have another separator in here before we add in a way for people. I think it's good to have people to be able to contact you again. So we're going to go back. Remember how we did it? We just simply add in our short code. And then we just simply, remember, we hit the module, and then we just put in our short code for the pirate form again and hit confirm and publish changes. Okay, and then if we look back, there we go, we've got a really nice about section coming together. Now again, I think you need to have a little bit of text there, so if you just wanted to add that in as that, we just go to here and we put a text in, and we're just going to put in contact. I think it looks good in bold like that. And we'll make it heading 3, hit confirm. There we go. It looks a lot better now. And as always, publish changes. Okay, so there's our nice looking little about section all done. Hopefully this is starting to give you guys an idea of just how easy this Live Composer is, and hopefully you're starting to get a little bit the hang of it. Awesome job, guys. There is our whole header part done and dusted, and hopefully yours is starting to look as nice as this one. So we're going to keep moving on down through our website. Okay, so let's keep moving on further down through our website. So this next section here is perfect for where you can link to your services or your skills or your products or really anything here. You're only limited by your imagination. So I'm going to give you guys a few different examples of what you can do, 3 here, but remembering that you could have anything that you'd like. So this first one here, just say, well, we're going to imagine that you're a YouTuber out there watching this right now, and you'd like to link to your YouTube channel, or you're a content creator. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back to our Live Composer, our old friend. Once it loads, we're going to go to here. So we just simply hit the settings button, and okay, so this is how we go through and change it all. So what we want to do is go through to styling, and this is where we can go and change everything. So let's first show you guys how you can actually change this little icon in the center here. So we're going to go to icon and see here where it says icon connect develop. We hit this little square here, this little section here, and it's going to bring up literally hundreds and hundreds of symbols that you can use. What I'd recommend you do is, to get through them and find things easier, because they do have a lot on here, is just press Control F. I think it's Command F on Mac, and you're just going to type in YouTube. Awesome. So choose whichever one you'd like to go with. I personally think this one looks nice. Hit that, and awesome. So we've got a nice little YouTube play button there now. And like I said, we can change this to whatever color you'd like. So if you want to make that red, you can, and which is perfect for our, I think that's more closer probably to the YouTube's color. And we can go back here. If we hit confirm, we want to change the title. All we do is simply double click on it, easy as that, and you can just type in YouTuber. Okay, and then we can edit our text here, something short and sweet. You could have something like join over 1 million subscribers, and you could have that there. And you could just simply, if we just want to have the link, we just put in your YouTube URL in there. Okay, so As easy as that. Now another thing you can do is you can actually just say, I don't think it looks, you don't really need it, but if you like, you can actually have a background color in there. You could have like squares behind it, and you can change all the text color, all that. But I, to be honest, don't think it needs that behind it. But that's an option. If you maybe that's another idea for yourself. You could have some background. You can actually add in an image background. Okay, so that's what I've come up with. Hopefully, it's given you guys a little idea of just how customizable this really is, and just how many different things you could do it for. Okay, so that's what I've come up with, but remember that you guys can go and edit this to link and be whatever you like, your services, your skills, your social networks, honestly, whatever you'd like. And hopefully I've given you guys enough understanding. You can go through and completely make this section unique to yourself. Okay, and make sure once you're done, publish changes. Alright, so next let's move on to our small little about section. So this is going to be the area where you just have a smaller little background on yourself, a little about section that people can then click this button and it'll go to the more detailed about. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to open up the Live Composer. And we're going to change this up here. We just open in the editor, and I'm going to change this to whatever you'd like. So I'm going to go with who is John Smith. Okay, so I've already got a text that I've written up and I'm going to put in there, and we just simply hit confirm. Okay, so that's easily done, that part. Now I'm going to show you guys adding in how we're going to change this picture here. So what we're going to do is you're going to click down here. Once you can click it, click that, and we're going to go across to background image use featured. And so at the moment it's actually disabled, so we're going to hit enabled, and then we're going to remove our image and put our own in. So we're going to hit remove image. Now hopefully you guys have already downloaded the small little document that I've given you that has information on all the different dimension sizes for the pictures, as well as templates to use. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys how we could do that. So you can download Photoshop as a free trial for, I think it's 7 days from what I remember, maybe it's 30. But honestly, most of you out there, you may already have Photoshop, or most of you out there probably won't need it past the 7 days, and so therefore it'll just be good to use it for now for making your website, and then you don't have to sign up for a full-time monthly payment. You can just try it out for free and use it for what you need it for now. So that's how you could use some of the templates that I offer. So let's just quickly show you guys how to use the template. What you do is you just simply, you'll open up the template here, image, and then you're going to just simply hit, we just hit place. So we have, just say this is a picture of yourself and you want to use that, and all you do is simply, you're gonna have to reduce it. Hopefully you've got a big picture because it has to fit. So you just, you don't need very many skills with Photoshop for this. You just simply put that picture as best centered as you can in there, hit place, and there we go. There's the picture of you, and then that's on the good dimensions of fitting onto the site. So if I go save as, so let's go back to how to actually upload our image. So we're just going to go to upload image, and we're going to select it. Now you could select, I've got this one here of John Smith, but let's just first see, I've got the man there, that one that I made up, and so this is the one you've made. Okay, and then just hit that and put it in, and perfect, look at that. Yeah, I'd highly recommend if you're going to have this, you have a nice big full quality image of yourself that you'd like to use. So let's just change this button here. So remember, we just double click it to change what it says, and we can have whatever we want there. I actually don't mind having find out more. I think that's good, and we can change the, I think the text size could be a little bit bigger. Like that. And remembering that we can change the color to whatever we'd like, which I actually would prefer probably a blue color. Yeah, so we have that, confirm, and I'll show you guys how we can link it to, easily link that to our about section in more detail. So if you go to settings, and so you've got the URL here. So all I want you to do is click open new tab so that we can get to this page. And you're going to be brought to here. And what you want to do is just copy the URL for the page and simply paste it in there. So that's for the about section. Put it in. And as simple as hitting confirm and publish changes. And just one other thing that I'd recommend doing is if you go into the settings of this, just to go through and untick tablet and untick phone. So basically what this means is that this section here will only show up when people see it on a desktop, because what I've found is that the way this is the only part that does it on the entire website, but this part here, when it is reduced for optimization on a phone screen, what happens is that all the text goes over the top of the image that you have. So really the best way around this is to just have it that only this section doesn't show up on mobile or tablet. Okay, so there's our smaller little about section done. So if I hit close now, I'll just show you guys quickly that if someone hits that, they now go to your more detailed about section about yourself. So now we're going to move on to our portfolio section of our website. If you're a YouTuber showing off some of your best YouTube videos, a portfolio, especially on a personal website, is extremely important. So I'm going to show you guys how we go through and edit this out and customize it to be our own. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to click on to this here, this project section, and we're actually going to remove it because we're going to add in a new one. So we're going to hit confirm to remove, and we'll remove that. Now we've got the drop module here, so you're going to go across and you're going to go to projects and drop that into this bottom one here. Awesome. So there you go. We've got it. There you go. We've got it back again now. We've got all our projects in here, and now we've got also a great little navigation up here. So now let's go through and change our heading. So we're going to change this to I'm going to change it to John's work. You can change it to whatever you like, my work, yeah, whatever you'd like to have. And then I think it's actually better to get rid of this text here, but you can leave something there if you'd like. Confirm, and I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so we're going to hit confirm here too, and publish changes. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we can actually go through and change these sections here to say whatever you'd like. And then also I'm just going to give you an example of changing a project so that you guys can know how to go through and change all of these projects for yourself. Okay, so we're going to close out of here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back up to our dashboard, and we're going to go to a section called projects. So you're going to click on there, and then we're going to go to categories. So this is the first thing I want to show us how we can change. So we're going to change that, and let's say this is how we make up categories. So let's give it just a few different examples of what you could have. So you could have design as one, update category. I'm going to make sure that changes as well, sorry. And then maybe another one, and then maybe another one is videos you could have. Remember, you could have whatever your portfolio is going to be made up of. You can have that, and then update, and then maybe this other one we have it as projects. You're just going to have update category, and okay, so there's our three categories. You can easily add more. You type it in there and hit add new category, and it'll come across. But I think 3 is a good amount. Okay, so that's all automatically saved as we go. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how we just edit out just one of our projects so that you can go through and do it yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to projects, and let's just say project number 1, we're going to change this to maybe displaying a video. So let's go to it, and what we're going to do is, and let's just give it a name like follow your dreams. So this is a video that you're going to share through your portfolio. And then what we do is, this is where we actually change the image for our that's going to be displayed as part of our portfolio. So what you want to do here is go to remove image, so you can put our own in and go set. I'm going to go upload, select a file. So let's just say we're doing a video example, aren't we? So we're going to put that in, just say that that's what we want as our cover. I'm going to hit set featured image. Now, actually, I'll go back. We want to make sure that the image that we're putting in is, for this, you want to make sure it's 600 by 400 pixels. Now, again, I've provided a template that you can use through Photoshop, or you can simply just crop an image to those exact dimensions, 600 by 400. Okay, and then we're just going to set that image. And now you can select what categories you want it to show up in. So it's a video, so we want it to have it in there. And we're going to hit update. So now let's just go through and just add in our video and show you guys how you can edit these little projects. So if you click into it, you're going to see what it looks like. So you click in and yeah, we've got the image there, but at the moment there's nothing there. So this one was going to be for sharing a video. So what you're going to do is you're just going to hit edit. So what we do, so to get our video again, what we've done it before, so we go to our video and we just simply hit share and we go to the embed and we're just going to copy that code again. Copy that and we go back to our project, and what I want you to do is go make sure you have text selected. So this is where we put in like our HTML content, and we're just going to paste that in there. Now if you click visual, you'll see that the video actually automatically loads back up there for it. We want to add in some text above there, so putting your cursor above the top, maybe you just want to have a follow your dreams because that's the name of the video, and you could have even some text here that you'd put in about your video. Maybe you'd write something about your video, a bit of background information that maybe not on your normal YouTube video, and then simply all you do is just hit update. Now if we go to preview changes, you'll see that it actually has it once it loads. It's got our video in there, and you'd have a little bit written down under here. So that's how we create a project, and hopefully that's given you guys an idea of really what you could do with it. Because if we go back here to our project section, you've got all these different options. You've got up to 8 projects that you can showcase, and really just follow the same principles that I've shown you, where you'd go through, you'd change the project name, and then you can simply change the picture here, maybe do a bit of a write-up, and if you're a photographer you could showcase a big image here and have information on it. Really it's completely up to you what you'd have in this projects section. Okay, alright, so now let's move on to making our testimonial section. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the sponsored or featured section, featured on section of the website. So going down, we've actually got a section here that is completely optional, and I think when you're making a portfolio website or a personal website, we don't really need to have meet the team. I know a lot of people do have a team that works for them, so perhaps I guess that would be beneficial to have as well. I think in a lot of cases the personal brand website probably won't have this section. So what we're going to do is I'll show you how you can remove that if you'd like to. So all we do is opening up the Live Composer, we can just simply remove this section. We're going to get rid of that and get rid of this as a whole. There we go, that's it, and delete that entire thing. Okay, so now we've got this nice big section here. What we're going to do first is let's change that background, because I really don't think it suits the setting of this website. So what we're going to do is hit this button here, and we're going to go across until we'll see this here again. So you're going to hit enabled and you're going to go remove image. So that's removed the image there for now. So we're going to go and get ourselves a good picture to have in the background. So going back to our site that I showed you has free images, I just simply typed in city on Pexels, and first one that popped up, that is an absolutely incredible picture. So I'm actually going to go with that, and you just simply hit free download. And you're going to get the largest file. And then I'm going to go back, and we just simply hit upload image and drag that onto there like so if you have it, or just wherever your file has been downloaded to. So we drop it in, and then once it's uploaded, we're just going to hit confirm, and it's going to put it in there for us once it's loaded. And look at that, absolutely amazing image, that one. So perfect. So we're just going to simply hit confirm. And as you see, what's fantastic about it, I think, is that as you move down, it's a parallax type image. So as you move through it, you move through the image as well. Now I'm going to show you guys how we go through and actually change these to our own images. Okay, so what we want to first do is just hit publish changes, make sure that we don't lose this awesome image that we've just got here, whatever image you've put there, and then we're going to hit close. Okay, so going back to our dashboard, we're going to go to a section called partners, and what we're going to do is hit partners here, this first one. Now these are all the 4 partners that you see there. So the first one, let's go to the number 1 and let's click edit. Now all you need to do, there's not going to be any writing here for anything. What we do is we actually change the image here to what we'd like it to be. So I'm going to show you an example first, just changing it, and then I'm going to show you guys how you can actually make your own. So let's just remove that image. I'm going to go set featured, and if I go select files, now I've already got a few here ready. So entrepreneur, so just say you were featured on the website entrepreneur, you can just select that, it'll load, you hit set featured image, and great. So now we're just going to go update. So now if I go back to our, you'll notice, look at that, it's actually got the logo of entrepreneur added there, which is awesome. So now I'm going to show you guys how you actually go about getting these little logos to put there in the first place. So let's take, for example, another one, maybe the Huffington Post. So let's just say we go to Google and we type in, all you need to do is just type in Huffington Post logo white transparent. That's ideally what you want. So we go here, and there's a good one there. They're Huffington Post. It's we want as big as possible, so we're going to go with this one here. And now all we do is just simply, as we would, we just save the image. Okay, so if I save that and it's downloaded for us, what I want you to do is to open up, I've actually got a template again for you. of featured brand template, it's called, and this is the exact dimensions that we need. So what we're going to do is you just simply, so I've already got one loaded there for an example, but you just can click on that and hit delete, and you're going to put in your one that you want to have as your sponsor. So we're going with the Huffington Post. So where is it? Huffington, this was it here. So we just simply hit that one, and we're going to need to reduce it down because it's quite a large picture of that. We needed to fit it into here. There we go. That's looking a lot better. So if I put that in and simply hit place it there. Perfect. So there's our text there. Now, if you can't find for yourself one that's perfectly white like that, it's actually an easy fix. So if it was black writing or it was red writing, you can simply just go double click, and if you go to one called color overlay, see, look at that, you can just double click on it. Look at this, I'm giving you guys a free Photoshop lesson, but only the very basics. So we say to set color, and we go to white and hit OK. Okay, perfect. So now all we need to do is we make sure that we check this little eye here, and we hit there to turn off that background because we want it to be transparent, and we just go save as OK. Alright, so that's all you need to do. Very easy, simple process. Then we just go back to our partner section. So we go back here and we hit partners again, and let's go to number 2. So let's change that to this Huffington Post one. So you're going to go edit, and we're going to go remove featured image because we're going to put our own in. And so we're going to go remove featured image because we're going to put our own in, and hit set, and then just simply upload our new one that we've made using the template, and then just simply hit update. And now if I go back to our site again and hit enter, there we go, perfect. So, and you can just go through and do that for the next two, but I think you get the picture now. So as you can see, it's a really nice way of displaying your sponsors or places where you may have been featured before. So one last thing is, if you want to add a little bit of text above it. Okay, so to put a bit of text up above the top here, we just simply drag and place text in here, and what you want to do is go to how we've done featured on. So if we just highlight that, and we'll put it to heading 2, make it bold, and now change it to white. Now that you've actually seen what you've written, change it to white, because once I click off you can't see anything. And we're just going to hit confirm, and there we go. So it's there, but we want to have that centered, so make sure we highlight it, and we just hit this center button here and hit confirm. There we go, perfect. Okay, so there's our nice featured or sponsors section. One of the best parts of the website, I think, one of the nicest looking at least. Okay, so you just want to hit confirm, and then make sure, as always, publish changes. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our blog section of our personal brand or portfolio website. So some people might think, oh, what's the need for a blog? But I think it's still a very important part of, especially I think, of building something like this, a personal brand website or a portfolio website, it's a good way to engage and with your audience, or just to yeah, get a bit more personal with people. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys how to set this up, because it's very, very easy. So opening with our live builder still open, we're going to go through, and so the first thing you're going to want to do is you can change what the text says here. So I think it just needs to just say blog. I think you don't even have to have it saying blog, you could have whatever you'd like. And I don't think it needs the second tagline like that. You just hit confirm. Perfect. Okay, so that's a lot better now, I think. Alright, so we're just going to hit confirm. And now I'm going to show you guys how we actually create a blog post and how we change them. So if we hit publish changes, because we're about to get out of the live builder, and hit close. Now I want you to go back to your dashboard, and you're going to go to a section called posts. Now this is where, if in the future you want to start making and writing your own posts, this is where you do it. So you're going to go to posts and hit that one, and let's just say, so our first one was this one here, hello world. So let's go through and let's edit it. So we want to make it our own. So I'm going to change this to why my videos go viral. Okay, and you could have you'd have your text in here. You'd have because it's a blog post, you'd have a big, nice, long write-up. So yeah, you'd put in your text there. Go back down to remember our set featured image, and you can simply set an image there. So I'm going to go with another one. So I'm going to go with another one off of this good website here, Pexels. Perfect picture for what I would like it to be. We don't need the crazy big one, just the large will do, and hit download. Okay, and so I'd highly recommend you guys check out this site. It's completely free, and they've literally got so many images. So if we go back and we come to here, we just simply drag and drop and let that do its magic. And then when it's loaded, we're just going to hit set featured image. Okay, so easy as that. That's how you do a post. And if I'll just show you quickly how you actually add a new post. So just as easy as you can either hit it add new here, or you can hit add new here. And all it is just simply you'd put in your heading, and then you'd write your text, and then again set a featured image, and it'll display on the front page as you've seen. So let's just quickly go back to our site now and have a look at what we've created, what we've done now. So if we go back down to the blog, and you'll see that there we go. Awesome. So we have our blog post there, and if people click it, continue reading, they're going to be brought through to our blog post. Okay, so next we're going to move on to one of my favorite parts of the entire website, which is I'm going to show you guys how we can actually make this into a awesome an awesome video in the background, and how easy it is to do, and also show you guys how we can turn this link here into a link that goes to an email list for us. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go to edit in Live Composer, and what we're going to do And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to change this to whatever text you would like to have. You could have sign up for a mailing list. You could have anything really here. I've just chosen to say become all that you can be, and then hit confirm. And I'll show you guys now how we can easily change this to a video. So we hit confirm there, and we're just going to hit the setting button. And if we go across, you will see that we want to remove the image, and we're going to go across to this one here that actually says upload video. So if you go to upload video, so it's the same process as uploading a picture. Now, for uploading a video, I'd recommend, if you have your own footage, great. But there's also a site called Videvo, which is a perfect little site, which has royalty free, which means no copyright, and free videos, free stock footage that you can use on anything. So I just simply typed in man walking, and that's where I found the video that you saw that I have. And so I have that in the background, and you just simply can just select this, and you can just do a free download for yourself. So and that footage you can use on your site. But as you notice, it's 51 megabytes. So what I'd recommend, if you are going to go with a video, because you don't have to, but if you are, just Google, or if you have video editing software like Premiere Pro, it's very easy to reduce the size. But there's also online sites that will easily reduce the size for you. So just Google reduce video size online or anything like that, and you'll very easily do it. You can even do it in Movie Maker. But yeah, you just want to try and reduce the size a little bit so it's not too demanding on your website. Okay, so once you've done that, you can just simply, we go back and we're going to select the video that we've got. So I've got it here. So we're just going to load that on. And once it's uploaded, we just simply hit confirm. And then the first time, it might take a while for it to actually, the video to appear there, but once it's done, the video will be there. So I'll show you in a minute once we actually, once we publish the changes. So if I double click on this, we're going to change this button to join. You can have whatever you want to have, join. And I'm going to change so remember how we changed the button? So we just go to styling and we go across to a color that we'd like to have. I really like having it in that color there. And you can change the text, remember, to a bigger size, font size here. And awesome, there we go. So there's our little nice little section here for our video. Or remember, you can just simply have an image here. If that's something that you'd prefer, you don't really have a video you could put, it's going to look just as good with a video. So we're just going to hit publish changes. Okay, and then I'm going to hit close and get out of that. And now, as you can see, we've got that awesome video there. So one other cool little thing I'll show you guys is if you go to the composer, once it comes up, so if you go back down to the composer and I'll show you something. So there's our video loaded there. Something really cool that you can actually do, which you can do with any of the sections, is if we click onto it, have a look there, and you'll see a section, where is it? It was overlay. So we can actually change this overlay here. So if you put it down, you could have it so it's just completely the video, but I think it looks nicer, which is what it already was to have it there. You'd have it right up so you can't see it at all, or you can have it wherever you like. So whatever overlay you'd like. I'm going to go about there. And yeah, it just something's happened with it. But yeah, you can also change the overlay color to whatever color you'd like that to be. So that's a really neat feature that you can do on any of the sections as well. So if you just hit confirm, publish changes. Okay, so there's that section done now. So I'm going to come back to how to create our mailing list sign up, but for now there's our video section done. So we're going to go now onto our testimonials section, which is really easy to set up, very quick. Okay, so next we're going to move on to one of my favorite parts of the entire website, which is I'm going to show you guys how we can actually make this into a awesome an awesome video in the background, and how easy it is to do, and also show you guys how we can turn this link here into a link that goes to an email list for us. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go to edit in Live Composer. And what we're going to do, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to change this to whatever text you would like to have. You could have sign up for a mailing list, you could have anything really here. I've just chosen to say become all that you can be, and then hit confirm. And I'll show you guys now how we can easily change this to a video. So we hit confirm there, and we're just going to hit the setting button, and if we go across, you will see that we want to remove the image, and we're going to go across to this one here that actually says upload video. So if you go to upload video, so it's the same process as uploading a picture. Now for uploading a video, I'd recommend, if you have your own footage, great, but there's also a site called Videvo, which is a perfect little site, which has royalty free, which means no copyright, and free videos, free stock footage that you can use on anything. So I just simply typed in man walking, and that's where I found the video that you saw that I have. And so I have that in the background, and you just simply can just select this, and you can just do a free download for yourself. So and that footage you can use on your site. But as you notice, it's 51 megabytes. So what I'd recommend, if you are going to go with a video, because you don't have to, but if you are, just Google, or if you have video editing software like Premiere Pro, it's very easy to reduce the size. But there's also online sites that will easily reduce the size for you. So just type in, just Google reduce video size online or anything like that, and you'll very easily do it. You can even do it in Movie Maker. But yeah, you just want to try and reduce the size a little bit so it's not too demanding on your website. Okay, so once you've done that, you can just simply, we go back and we're going to select the video that we've got. So I've got it here. So we're just going to load that on. And once it's uploaded, we just simply hit confirm. And then the first time it might take a while for it to actually the video to appear there, but once it's done, the video will be there. So I'll show you in a minute once we actually once we publish the changes. So if I double click on this, we're going to change this button to join. You can have whatever you want to have, join, and I'm going to change the, so remember how we changed the button? So we just go to styling and we go across to a color that we'd like to have. I really like having it in that color there, and you can change the text, remember, to a bigger size, font size here, and awesome, there we go. So there's our little nice little section here for our video. Or remember, you can just simply have an image here. If that's something that you'd prefer, you don't really have a video you could put, it's going to look just as good with a video. So we're just going to hit publish changes. Okay, and then I'm going to hit close and get out of that. And now, as you can see, we've got that awesome video there. So one other cool little thing I'll show you guys is if you go to the composer, once it comes up, so if you go back down to the composer, and I'll show you something. So there's our video loaded there. Something really cool that you can actually do, which you can do with any of the sections, is if we click onto it, have a look there, and you'll see a section, where is it? It was overlay. So we can actually change this overlay here. So if you put it down, you could have it so it's just completely the video, but I think it looks nicer, which is what it already was to have it there. You'd have it right up so you can't see it at all, or you can have it wherever you like. So whatever overlay you'd like. I'm going to go about there. And yeah, it just something's happened with it. But yeah, you can also change the overlay color to whatever color you'd like that to be. So that's a really neat feature that you can do on any of the sections as well. So if you just hit confirm, publish changes. Okay, so there's that section done now. So I'm going to come back to how to create our mailing list sign up. But for now, there's our video section done. So we're going to go now onto our testimonials section, which is really easy to set up, very quick. Okay, so to set up our testimonials section, you'll see that we've got to the bottom of everything that's been added to the site so far. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go to add modules row. So remember this in the future, if you want to add more modules to your site, remembering that you can have as many as you like, and this is how you set them up. So you go add modules row, and that's a new row in there. And now what we want to do is simply go across to a section called testimonials, and you want to drag and drop that in there. And so now a few little changes that I recommend making. So if you go to styling, and then you see this one here called avatar. So you want to make sure you tick that, because I think it looks, if you have a picture of your testimonials, and you can click that, and what it will do is will actually display a picture with the testimonials section. You can hit confirm, and there is our testimonials section, as easy as that, done. Now I'm going to show you how you can actually edit your testimonial section though. So making sure the changes are published. We're just going to quickly go over this. So we go close. I'm going to go back to our dashboard. I'm going to go to a section here called testimonials. And we go here, testimonial. And you've got them here, the two here. So we've got Margaret Tyler. Let's go to her. And we just can put whatever text we'd like. For instance, you could say, John helped me grow my business. So just say we wanted to have that, and same process we've done is you just change your featured image here, and it'll automatically put it into a nice little circle there for you, and that's how easy it is. And if you want to add a new testimonial, simply hit add testimonial and go through the same process, and make sure you hit update. And now if you go back, you'll see that it'll now be updated. So if we go back, we've got our nice looking testimonial section here. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly show you how you can display a video on the front of your website. Now again, this is a completely optional thing to do. I'm just showing you the capability of what you can do on this site. So this is a great way if you're a YouTuber and you've got a video, one of your most popular, that you'd like to really showcase on the front page of your website. So this is how we do it. So we go down to the bottom and we add in a new row, add modules row, and what we want to do is go to HTML and drop that in to the right box in there. Awesome. Then what we want to do is just click here, and remember all we need to do is paste in our HTML code from YouTube. So by now you guys probably starting to know how to do that. Remember, we get the embed code, get rid of the video title. You can keep it there if you like, and copy that, and then just simply place it in the code in there. Awesome. Now it displays that at that size at the moment, but once we confirm and then publish the changes, you'll see that it'll go full screen once we actually get out of this editor. So I'll show you what I mean. So once it's published, if we close that off, and we'll take a look, let's go back down, and there we go, nice big video there like that, which I just think looks fantastic. But of course you don't have to have a video here at all. I just thought it's a nice touch to add in and show you guys what you can do. Okay, so we've just got our one last part to do here for the website, which is our footer on the bottom of our website, which is extremely important. So it's very easy to do as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Customize. What you're going to do is you're going to go down to Widgets. Actually, first just make sure that you've got 3 here selected, and then we're going to go down to Widgets, and we're going to go to Footer 1, and we're going to go Add Widget. So basically what this does is allows us to add any of these to our footer. So like our pages, an image even, a gallery. But a lot of those, not sort of things you'd want, I don't think, in the footer anyway. But I'll show you guys a good setup that you could go with for your footer. So the first one I'm going to say is to get text. So we can just have a small, like you always see on websites, just have a small about, a very small one that... Okay, so you can have that, and we'll have a look at what that looks like once it loads. And look at that, looks very neat, very good looking, I think. And then we're going to go back to, if we go back now, you'll see what happens is we've actually opened up our 2 other footers thanks to putting this down here. So what we want to do now for the second one is we're going to do add a social widget. Now, so we're going to go West Social, and we need to create, okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So we're going to go through and we're going to need to just create a social menu, which is very easy to do. So make sure you publish what you've done so far. So we published that, and what we're going to do, exit out. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a social menu. So we just go back to here and we go to menus. Now, this is how we create a brand new menu. So we go edit or create a menu, we go create a new menu, okay? And we're going to call this social links, okay? So just call it social links and hit create menu. Okay, so now what we need to do is, this theme's actually made to pick up on when you give it names. What happens is that it'll automatically pick up on them. So if just say, for example, if we type in here Facebook, it automatically extracts a little icon for it and it'll put it on our social links menu. So let's show that. So Facebook, and then you want to have your link in there, you'd add it in, and then we go add to menu. So you would actually provide your proper link there, and then we hit add to menu, and awesome. So let's do another one. So for example, maybe you have a YouTube account, so you'd put your proper one in, remember, but it just needs something there. So you'd hit YouTube, add that to the menu. I think they have just about every, so yeah, just about every social media platform that you can think of, it'll be there. The website has it. So just go through, remember, you put in your URL and then your link text that you want, and then hit add to menu. And now all we need to do is just simply hit save menu. Now I'll show you guys, when we go back, we're going to go back to visit site. We go back to that widgets area, and we go footer number 2, and we've got the West Social profile. So we open that up, and you can have whatever you want to have written here. I'm just going to go social media, and then now what you do is select social links like that, and you'll see in a moment it's going to add our social links at the bottom. Okay, just takes a bit of time to load. All right, so and then I'll show you. We scroll down, and look at that, all our social media links that we added. Looks very nice. Now I just think one more that we need to add is a contact at the bottom of our page. So we go number 3, we go to add widget, and then we go down and we go to pirate forms, and we simply select that, and we have here contact, and then we'll just let it load, and so we can have something above the form to you could have anything like get in touch. So you don't have to have anything there. You can also remove that altogether. So yeah, it's really up to you, but so I think, to be honest, it's not really needed. So we get rid of that, and then as you'll see, there we go. I don't think it needs text, but you might want to have some text there. So once you've done that, you just simply hit done, and we go back, and we're just going to hit publish. Okay, and now we can exit out of there, and if we go down to the bottom, let's just check it out, and look at that, we've got all our social links, and we've got a nice contact form here for people to fill out, and they can just send us a message, and that'll go directly to our emails. Alright guys, we are so close, and look at our website that has come together. Honestly, well done guys for making it this far, and I hope that you're just as happy with your website as I've been with the way this website has turned out. Now we've just got a few small little final touches to put on our website, and then we can officially say we're all done. So if you look up here, every website has a little thing here called a site icon, or a favicon as some people call it. So at the moment ours is the little HostGator icon. Now I don't think many of you are going to want to have that as your website icon. So I'm going to show you guys how we can easily change that. And it's just that nice little touch on our website. So we're going to go to customize, and then we're going to go to header area, and we're going to go to site branding, and we're going to go down to a section here called site icon. Now it's recommended that it is 512 by 512 pixels, and I've again made you guys a little template that you can open up through Photoshop and make yourself one of these little icons, or you can simply just get an image that's around that size. It doesn't have to be exactly 500 by 512, whatever, just whatever represents your brand. So we're just going to go upload, and I'll show you the one that I made up. It was just a little initials JS, but I think it looks nice. So we simply just upload that, select it, and look at that, very sleek, very nice looking, I think. And then we can just simply hit publish. And look at that, very nice looking little final touch on our website. Now we've just got one last thing to do. So that is, I'm going to show you guys how to just tidy up what our pages look like. So you'll know what I mean. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So if I go to this, if I go to my videos section on my story, let's go there. So if you go down, you'll see that we've got this side area here. Now you may have a lot of different things here. I'm going to show you guys how to tidy it up a bit and just have what I think are the two most important. So already I've got this one here, which just shows some of your recent posts. But I'm going to show you how you can easily put really whatever you want on the side here. And I'll show you the two that I'd really recommend you have. So if we go back to our dashboard, so if we go down to appearance and then widgets, which we've been to before, you're gonna I'll show you, you're gonna have a little area that's called sidebar. So what you want to do is put into there whatever you can put into there whatever you like. So you'd have recent comments, a contact form, text, video, whatever you'd like, a search function for your website if you've got a lot on there, that is, and archives. But I think the most two important really, and all you need, is recent posts and your social profile. So put those into there, and then look, it's just simply drag in and it goes there. So we don't want the gallery though, but you just simply drag it in, whatever you want, and it'll go there. So what you need to do, you just simply you could have something like connect with me, and then you just select our social links, hit save, and if we go back to our site and have a look at one of our pages now, let's go back to the my story page, and look at that, very nice looking. You've got all the social media links, connect with me. You've got this section here of just our recent posts as well. So yeah, you can do whatever you'd like to have on the side here. Alright guys, so we've just got one last thing to do, which I think is probably one of the most important things to have on our website, or on our personal branding website, or really any type of website, and that is a mailing list. So going back to our home page, remember we've got this section down here, and we had a little nice little text, video, and we had a button of join. Now at the moment it doesn't go to anywhere, so let's change that. We're going to go through, I'm going to show you how to create a mailing list. So what you're going to want to do is go to a site called MailChimp. Now these guys are awesome because I think it's the first 2,000 subscribers to your mailing list you get completely for free, so you don't have to pay for their services for up to the first 2,000. Yeah, we go, 2,000. So that's a lot of people, and when you're just starting out, that's a really good start, because a lot of these can be kind of expensive. So this is a great way when you're first starting out. And MailChimp, yeah, I use it personally, and I think it's a great platform. So if we go through to MailChimp, and I'm going to take you through the process of signing up, and creating a form. So sign up, it's free. We're just going to go to that, and you're going to put in your email, which I'm going to put in personal brand tutorial email, so Gmail. So, and you can actually use your email as your login, which I think is the best thing to do. Then you're just going to make a password up, and just hit get started. Easy as that. Okay, so it's going to open up. So it's going to send us an activation of our account. So we want to go to our Gmail, and we will have got an email from them. So you're going to go to activate MailChimp account and simply just hit activate account. And then you're going to have to hit I'm the robot. Okay, so then you just put in your first and last name. So I already have an account, so I'm not going to use the same one again. Let's just call it personal brand. Oh, sorry, we'll call it John Smith. John Smith. And yeah, he's signing up for his mailing list. Well, John Smith is the name. So you want to put in that. Then you're going to have to put in an address. Okay, 123 Fake Street. Good street, that one. Okay, and then continue. And then, so if you're selling stuff on your website online, you can hit yes, but I'm just going to go no because I'm not at the moment. So just hit continue. You can connect your social media. Easily done. Don't need to worry about that at the moment though. And then let's go. Awesome. So I actually forgot how much of a little bit of a process they put you through there, but you've got me walking you through. So awesome. So you're going to come to here, and this is basically a dashboard where you can watch as your audience, as you start to grow an audience of people subscribing to your mailing list. Okay, so let's make a list. So we're going to go to lists, and we don't have a list. So one subscribed. Oh, that's just John Smith subscribing to himself. Okay, so what you're going to do is go to create list, and we're going to call it let's just call it you can call it really anything. So we call it John Smith's mail list, and then you want to put in your email here, and then we're just gonna have Johnny Boy, John Smith. Awesome. So you could have something like anything like that, whatever you want to have really. Okay, so as we go down, we don't worry about any of this. This is basically notifications sent to your email. So you could have a daily summary, 1-by-1 summary every time someone subscribes, or yeah, so you probably don't need a daily summary of your subscribers. Just leave it what it is. It gives you, I think, every month it sends one through. Okay, so what you're going to do is just simply just hit save, and now you'll have a list there. So if we go to sign up forms, we're going to go to that, and we're going to go form builder. Okay, so this is actually very easy to do. I'm just going to give you a basic one, and then you guys could go away and create whatever you like. So the first thing I'd recommend is actually having an image up here. So let's just go with old mate John, a picture of him. So we've got this one here. So you just upload that, and then once that's uploaded, we just simply hit save and insert image. and it looks better, I think, than having text there. And then we simply put in a message here, and then I've got it in bold, so you bold it, and we'll put it on font size 24, and simply just hit save and close, and look at that, looking a lot better. So yeah, that's really all we need to do. If you go through this, actually you can go through and design everything. So you could do what your unsubscribe form looks like. It's really, and I think they're all fine what they already look like anyway, so there's not really any need to do that. We just got our sign up form, and yeah, we just need to really just do the sign up form. So that's what our form actually looks like. It's quite neat looking, and none of this actually comes up anyway, so it's just this is what you'll just see here. I'll show you in a moment. So what you have is your sign up form link. So all we're going to do is copy that. Nothing else left to do. We're ready to go. And what we can do is go back here, and we're going to go to edit in Live Composer. And we're going to go down to our join mailing list, and we're going to click on that, and we're just going to put in the URL there, and we say open. I think it's better to open it in a new tab so you can still keep people on your website, and then you're just going to simply hit confirm and publish changes. Okay, so do that. Let's test it out. So if we hit close now, okay, now I'll show you guys. So if we go down and we go to our button here, watch what happens when we hit join, and there we go. We can have people sign up to your mailing list. So all they will do is type in their email, their first name and last name, and they can say subscribe to list. Easy as that, guys, and you can start gaining a mailing list for your personal brand, your portfolio, your website. This is something that's crucial, and hopefully it really helps you guys out. Alright guys, so guess what? That's our website done. Nothing left to do on the actual building of our website. So well done for making it this far. Pat yourself on the back, because you've done an excellent job for making it all the way through to the end of this tutorial. And I really hope that you guys are pretty happy with the site that you have come up with. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly go over some plugins that I'd highly recommend that you guys get for yourself. So what we're going to do is go back to our dashboard. I'm going to go back to our plugins section. Now by default, this thing called Akismet anti-spam will have been implemented, and it's something that you want to have on your website, because spammers will come. It's not if they'll come, it's when, and they definitely will come. So what you want to do to protect yourself from that is to activate this program called Akismet anti-spam. So all you do is simply just hit activate. Now you're just going to go to set up your Akismet account. So you're just going to go to set up, and you're going to go get your API key, and you're just going to hit activate Akismet. So you just want to sign up for an account. So we're going to have it as that. Okay. And password, let's just make up anything. And awesome, we're just going to hit continue. Okay, so now you're going to have name your price. Let's be honest, you don't need to pay the pay for it. You just get the personal one, and you can actually choose $0 a year. Put in your email, your website address there, and then put in your name, and simply hit continue there. So we're just going to hit continue personal subscription. Okay, and then you just simply hit activate this site. Awesome, and it does all that for you. You just hit save changes, and easy as that, you've now got this Akismet protecting your website from spammers. So that's a really good plugin to have. Now, just another plugin that's good to have is a backup, something to back up your website just in case it ever crashes or something happens. Is you just want to get a good backup plugin. So one of the best ones is Updraft or Jetpack by WordPress. I actually think this one's better. So you just simply can install that. I'll show you. So you just install that, and awesome, and activate that. And basically you can just set it up so that it will, on a monthly basis, it will actually back up your entire website. So I'll just show you what it means by that. So if you go to here and we go to so if you go to settings, Updraft plus backups, and what you can do is just set it up. You just go through. It's very easy to use, and you can say settings, and you can change the backup files. You just go through and you choose where you'd like to have it stored and how often, save changes, and you can have files backup. Probably just choose monthly, unless you want to have it unless you're some big website and you want to have it every 2 weeks or so. It's up to you. Just select where you'd like the file to be saved. It'll take you through all the prompts, and then just hit save changes. Okay, easy as that, guys. All right, so one last plugin is SEO. Now, it's something you hear everywhere on the internet, is search engine optimization. Now, I'm no guru or whiz at the old SEO, so I'm not going to claim to be, but basically what you want to do is you can easily do your own research into it, watch some YouTube videos on it. So I'm not going to go into it on here, but I'm just going to tell you the best one to get is Yoast SEO. So you want to install that and have a bit of a look into it. Okay, so that's it for the recommended plugins. There's so many. They're the 3 biggest recommendations I could make, but if you just have a look on there on the actual dashboard of plugins, you'll find that there's a lot of really good recommended plugins. You can have a look into them yourself. Well, guys, there you have it. You have officially created your very own personal website. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this tutorial as much as I've enjoyed teaching it and creating it. I hope that you've come up with a website that puts this one to shame and looks even better than this one. And yeah, I just wish you guys the absolute best with whatever it is that you've made this website for, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are a YouTuber, some kind of content creator, an artist, a consultant, a speaker, freelancer. I hope that it's been able to provide you with something that's going to help you to keep following your dreams and following your passions and growing your audience, your personal brand, your clients, whatever it is that you're doing. I wish you all the very best, and thank you so much for choosing to enroll in this course or to be watching this tutorial. Best of luck, guys, and I'll see you next time.